Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Brutalistic VR, or is it Brutalistic VR? A game that was released in early access on the Steam store today, March 31st, 2024. It normally retails for $9.99. I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using link cable. Now, I do have shadow quality on high, soft shadows on medium, SSAO not calibrated. As you can see, the only real, besides the graphic options, the only other real options are for volume and for controls. You can toggle. Now, sit and stand mode, I've never seen a difference, but there is a calibrate height, so it almost doesn't matter. The gun angle, it needs a gun angle option because my gun angle is too high. But it is slide without releasing grip. Support pistol grip on hover, and smooth turn. So you got smooth turn speed or snap turn rate, controller offset or vibration strength, but it really does need a gun angle option. Let's go ahead and let's enter main hub. Like I said, the gun angle is just a bit too high. This is a game that's a little, I guess I'll describe it as a open sandbox arena combat game. It has shooting, it has melee. It's basically a physics game. But obviously it's not the quality of Blade and Sorcery or even Hellsplit Arena. So it's only $10. It's not on that level quality. This is... I believe especially Blade and Sorcery has like a huge, I won't say a huge team, but at least several developers working on it, versus this is probably like a small development team. Wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be a solo dev. Hellsplit Arena, one of the best, most underrated arena combat games, so this doesn't fall anywhere near those games. But it's still fun for what it is, a budget-priced sandbox arena combat game, where you can test out some physics, some different weapons. You unlock different weapons, as you can probably see here. A lot of the weapons, though, haven't turned out to be really useful, at least the ones that I've unlocked. I regretted to purchase. The only really good one that I purchased is a greatsword. The wrist cannon was really bad. I regret buying it. The hunting rifle was really bad. Even the machete here wasn't really good, which was surprising. I thought the machete would be good. I'm not sure the scope hunting rifle would make it better. I just know the hunting rifle wasn't very good. I don't know how good the double grappler is, or the cannon, the hand cannon. I bought the wrist cannon. The wrist cannon is not very good at all. It's just too difficult to aim. I don't know about the stake launcher, or if the long spear would be worth it. I chose the greatsword. I think the greatsword has been the best weapon, just because it's faster to kill enemies. And here are your missions. So, the harder it is, the more money you get. I tried the city where you get 5,000, but it's just so hard, and I can't do enough damage really. But let's go ahead and let's see what else we got. Ooh, I guess we're gonna have to go with this one, the Farmland. Let's go to the Farmland, and we're going to use all melee so we can get the 5 decapitation kills. So again, we're going to use our greatsword. And I am playing standing. Usually I play seated, but I think with this type of game, you definitely want to play standing, just to get the best results. But we should be fine with the broadsword. So let's go ahead and start. Obviously they're ranged, so I don't know if you noticed, but there's different powers that you can get. Let's go over here for now. Obviously it helps to two-hand the greatsword. I think you have better control. You can technically one-hand it, but I just don't think you get the same power in your melee kills. I don't think you do the same amount of damage or the same Now I do have certain powers that I've upgraded. One of them is lifesteal. So when I kill an enemy with a melee weapon, I get some HP back. Also upgraded my HP a little bit, and that's just to be better with melee weapons. Because by default you're just a little too weak with melee weapons. Because obviously you're going to take some damage from the ranged enemies that there's a lot of. And I need to get more decapitated kills. I don't know where they're coming from now. But we definitely need more decapitated kills. So we're just going to go over here and we're just going to drop down. And that was pretty cool, I gotta admit, just dropping down and chopping him in half. And it is fun to one-hit kill the enemies, because usually it takes several hits, but obviously with this broadsword, this great sword, I'm able to do a lot more damage than normal. And if I do a good enough swing and hit them in the right spot, it is a one-hit kill. Oh, well, for some of them. You may have noticed that they have different armor and stuff, for especially in a different difficulty, especially on hard. On hard, almost all of them have armor, so that makes it super tough. I'm stuck here because of his dead body. You can jump. Right now I don't know where they're coming from, so I just have to look around, see where they are. Are there any enemies anywhere nearby? Where are there any enemies? Oh, there's one. Now there's several over there. Oh, you So you do get stuck between the dead bodies. That's what I was trying to do, decapitate as many enemies as possible, but so far I don't think I've been lucky. I haven't really decapitated that many. So I might not get the bonus money, which I really want. You really need a lot of money for this game to get the upgrades that you want. And obviously I need lots of upgrades in order to be able to do the hard level. Oh, there it is. Return to hub. So that was easy. Unfortunately, I only had to choose between either hard or easy. So, let's go to medium this time. Now, let's see how much money we have. We have not enough really to do anything. I'm trying to save up. I'm not really sure what for. Maybe the hand cannon, maybe? Or maybe the long spear. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm not. Or maybe just some of these upgrades. Maybe another one of those life steals would be really good. So there you go. You get the time reap, which you slow time. I think the way you slow time is you press both the Y and the B button. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that was the secret button press. Believe it or not, there's nothing telling you how to do that. At least I didn't see. But let's go ahead. It doesn't matter. Let's do the medium. Let's go to church and let's do the medium. And then we can try hard, and we'll go. We'll actually go. We'll actually go start wave, and we'll go actually handguns just so I can show you guys. So so let me show you the gun angle, what I'm talking about. So you see the gun angle here? It's tilted up. So in order to shoot straight, I have to tilt my wrist down, like so. As you can see, it's just so much easier with even this is a starter weapon, and the starter handgun is probably your best weapon. I haven't found a better weapon so far. At least not yet. There might be some unlocks that I'm missing. As you can see here on medium, they have a lot more body armor. But you can see, even on medium, they're not the best shots. Now, what makes hard so difficult is just all the body armor they have. They have a lot more armor than this. And then they have much better weapons as well. They have submachine guns. And they like to spam it, even though they're not really good shots. They like to spam it. And your health can go down really quickly in this game. As you can see, they got one good shot on me, and it took quite a bit of my health away. Even though they're really bad shots, you know, it's just sometimes it's just luck. I've seen these guys make some amazing shots from very far away. So if you get unlucky, they can really punish you. And it's mostly just luck. So there we go. Nice little shot there at the end. We'll go back to our... Okay, so 2,732. That's not a whole lot to get upgrades here. I mean, I can go for the long spear. I don't know that that'll be really helpful. And then there we go. I'm gonna go all out on melee. So we're gonna try the city. We're gonna try hard. So versus doing easy or medium, we're gonna go hard. We're probably gonna lose here, but again, I'm just trying to show off the game. There's also I believe a sandbox mode, if I'm not mistaken. So let's use our weapon. So again, I'm not sure how good the long spear is, but we're gonna use it. Doesn't matter. And we're gonna use a great sword as well, just in case it's bad. And we're not gonna use the. Should I? No. You see, well, here's what's wrong with the hunting rifle. You see, it's just too long to reload. So you have to manually do it one by one after every shot. And as you can see, it's just this is going to be too difficult. You have to be super accurate. And if you miss one, it's pretty much game over because it takes too long to reload. That's why the 9mm is a whole lot better. You also have the wrist cannon here, which I haven't shown off. Again, it's pretty bad. So again, it's the long. This is why it's so bad. It's so long to shoot, and plus you can't really shoot it accurately. Like I have to. Like this is me normally. See how it's off to the side, so you got to twist your wrist. It's just too difficult. So this is really your best weapon. So what we're gonna do is this, but we'll really want our spear, And we're just going to start. We're probably going to lose. It doesn't matter. I just want to show this off. So, yeah, I don't know that I can use it two-handed. It's too difficult. No, maybe not. Maybe if I okay, this might be look how odd it looks. You know what? Maybe like so. I don't know. Maybe like so. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good weapon. It might be fine with against other melee, but against people shooting me. Yeah, no, I'm taking too much. Maybe if I one-hand it. Maybe one-handed. I don't know. I mean, it is kind of cool the way you do damage to them. But now this is, yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. Maybe there's another way to do the spear. I'm gonna try to do it, but this time with no melee. They just have too much armor. You're gonna die if you do melee. So we're just gonna do this. And this somewhere. So that's how you do that. I don't know, man. I really don't like. Oh, and the hand cannon. Again, that takes way too long. I mean, maybe as a last attempt, if you're about to die and they're near you and just need one more, might be faster than reloading your 9mm. Maybe, I don't know. It kind of feels like it'd be faster just to reload your 9mm though. Okay, I got that one. But you just got to be very careful. You got to use these edges really well, because these guys got a whole bunch of armor. And just watch your 6. You don't want them coming from behind or something. So that's what you want. That's like ideal. That's the only way. Again, that's super. Again, that's super ideal. You got to be on target. You got to find those little holes they have in their defenses. And as you see, I already have. I don't know where I'm getting shot from. But you see, they have their little holes in the defense. Now, for the most part, this game is running at a steady 72 frames per second. But I do have some frame rate drops, especially when there's lots of enemies on screen. Also, you do have full locomotion. I think I've already mentioned that. Full locomotion, smooth, and snap turning. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, forget those other weapons. They're just going to kill you. You might accidentally. So that's how you want to do it. Don't even give them like I said, you when you see them down, go for their feet. Now I do notice some frame rate drops here. Yeah, it halved. Wow. Okay, so I took some damage, but sometimes it's just hard to see exactly. Again, it's so hard because they have so much armor. And I'm getting shot. It's like they're going through the wall. I don't know if you noticed that, but there's like somebody shooting from there and it's like going through the windows and stuff. Seems a little unfair. Yeah, I'm really aiming for the legs, believe it or not. Oh my god. I think there's somebody on the rooftop that's really been hitting me several times. I think I hear somebody from this side. So I will say this, the audio is pretty good here. Ah, okay. So I just got overrun. There was just too many. Plus, they just have too much armor. I think I need to get a better weapon, but not too bad. I would say not too bad. And like I said, I wasn't using the slow motion. I'm not sure. I think it's B and Y at the same time, but it seems I don't know if it's right because it hardly does anything when I do it. So, anyways, this has been a Let's Play Early Impressions. I think it's fine for what it is, which is a budget price sandbox arena combat game. It's not the best, like I said. As far as quality, I would say that the physics, the feel of weapons, using melee, it all feels clunky. I would say it's average as far as how good is the physics. It's average. It's not bad. Like the physics for the budget price is not bad. I played a lot worse than this. I would say the physics is average. I think the guns need to feel a lot better to shoot. I think that's the biggest thing. And plus, it's hard to tell with the melee. You do have to make good strikes on their open body parts, but as you see, once they get a whole lot of armor, it really doesn't matter much. You really need to use handguns, or it seems to be the best weapon. So that's another thing I don't like, is that you're supposed to get upgrades, but nothing felt like an upgrade, especially with guns. Like the starting 9mm to me is the best weapon, and the rest aren't even close to being useful. As far as melee weapons, obviously, the dagger, actually the starting dagger seems to be a lot better than some of the other weapons. It's not until you get like the great sword that I felt any kind of difference as far as, this is a lot better than just using the knife. So again, another problem. The spear, again, it needs. I don't know if I was using it wrong, but it just didn't feel right. So the great sword is good. The scythe was really bad. The machete was okay, not just a little bit better than the combat knife and the long spear. It might be. It's just too situational. Like it didn't feel like it was useful outside of like if they're coming down a hallway right at you, and but that's it. Other than that, it's not useful. The hunting rifle, not useful. It's just too slow. The wrist cannon, again, not very useful. It's just too slow. So it feels like the 9mm is really the best because it's quick reload and you can shoot it really fast. So you just keep using that, and it feels better just to use the 9mm than any other weapon. So yeah, I think weapons need an overhaul so that when you upgrade a weapon, when you buy a weapon, it feels better. Because right now it doesn't. Like the weapons you buy feel like junk, except for the greatsword so far. Maybe there's a weapon that I haven't unlocked yet that's better, but so far it's been not a good experience. And the enemy AI should also be better. It just seems like they go towards you. I didn't see too much flanking or anything like that. Although I will say the spatial audio is really good because I could hear where enemies were coming from. But other than just having a whole lot of armor and having better weapons, the enemy AI just wasn't really better. Seems that's the difference between easy and hard. Just in hard, they have more armor and they have better weapons. Not necessarily that they're smarter or have better tactics. Obviously, I have 4 max enemies alive and 4 max enemies dead bodies. You can That's the default. I did not mess with that. You can change that to make it harder or easier as well. But yeah, I would say overall I'd give this a solid 6 out of 10. Um, I think it's an early access, so for an early access start, this is, I would say, pretty good. Pretty good. It's nice, not the best, not great, not very good. Just nice. I guess nice is a better word to say than good. It's nice for what it is. An early access budget arena combat game with some nice physics and nice combat, and that's about it. So it is quite bloody, though. I do like how you can chop bodies in half or decapitate them. That's all good, but the weapons and the melee just need to feel better for this to be more satisfying. But like I said, it's a nice start to early access. It needs more content. I don't know how long somebody can play this and still be having fun. So that's why I give it a 6 out of 10. So like I said, it's a nice start to early access, but obviously there's much better games of this type in VR as well. So, and by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, you can climb, but obviously you're going to get shot up if you try to climb here. So probably not a good idea to try to do that, but you can do it if you want. So in case you were wondering. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.